Let's get into it. So,
All
hey,
right.
I'm Greg McIntyre with McIntyre. Well, wait a second. Did you see what I was getting ready to say?
Yeah.
I'm Greg McIntyre. I guess conceptual creator of the Digital Blockchain Trust and TrustCoin. The reason I say that is because it's been a big team effort just bringing everything online with the Digital Blockchain Trust and TrustCoin. And I'm actually traveling right now, and I wanted to jump on. We're safe because I have a holder for the phone.
Hands free. You still with us?
I'm here, Tracy Walker. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, it froze for a second, right when you said you were safe, and then it froze. So I'm glad you're still with us.
Okay, so I'm here with Tracy Walker, and Tracy's a longtime friend of mine and big into crypto and helping us manage the Telegram and Discord and some of the things on Twitter surrounding TrustCoin. And thanks for doing this, Tracy. I appreciate
absolutely. No, I'm excited about this. Yeah, like I said, I'm a fan of crypto, friend of yours, so I'm excited when you brought this opportunity of what you're doing with the TrustCoin, just the idea of, and I'll let you talk more about it, but I mean, it was just like, yeah, this seems like a cool idea, but it's also something that's needed in the marketplace and something to help just, we talked the other night, about this, about the, about crypto in general, just kind of taking it to the next level. And there's going to be more products and stuff that need to be built around crypto. And I think you've got a really cool thing in the pipeline.
Just blockchain applications are huge. And, taking real world things that we do all the time and moving those to the blockchain because it's a secure way to do business. I love the decentralized nature of crypto as well. I mean, there could be no truer sense of democracy than decentralized currency and, voting with your pocketbook or being able to control your own currency. So I love crypto from that aspect. And, I think it's revolutionary. The blockchain is revolutionary. So, what I do at my day job, I guess most of the time, is an estate planning attorney. And so I'd write a lot of trust and do those things. And I started looking at how could we move trust to the blockchain to handle NFTs, to handle cryptocurrency. So we set up a smart contract application that's mounted on a blockchain to allow people to add beneficiaries to their crypto and also to NFTs. And then you and I started talking and kicking it around, and I realized that it could be used for many more things. And also, I'd like to talk quickly about the fact that, I mean, there's so many coins out there. Just there seems like there's one created every day, probably more than one a day.
Yeah, there's hundreds a day, or if not thousands.
Right. And they really are not associated with any practical applications or companies. They're just coins, right? Many of them are duplicates of other coins. And what's special about them, or what is meaningful and valuable about them? And that's why I feel great about TrustCoin, because it actually has an association with a real world blockchain application, which is the Digital Blockchain Trust. So to me, that is huge. And that's the next evolution, or we'll call it crypto 2.0, which is really having currencies that are associated with actual applications. And that's what's different about TrustCoin, is it's really the underlying currency related to the Digital Blockchain Trust, which is a real world application that has many applications. So anyway, that's what we're talking about.
Right. And this blockchain trust, I mean, it's been worked on for a while. This is something you talked about, getting a patent for. I mean, could be revolutionary kind of in what it can do.
So patent pending. We applied for a patent end of last year. So patent pending, the digital blockchain trust application. I had this kind of epiphany late one night at my law office and probably stayed at the office till 3 or 4 in the morning, writing out the white paper and then publishing the white paper to the world, along with a map that shows how it works as part of the white paper. And that was the beginning. And then I pulled together a development team to make it happen. And, we have the back end Solidity program and programming done. I had a Solidity developer named Max, who's one of the sharpest people I've ever worked with, that helped us develop the actual blockchain application. And then I have a designer for the user interface and the landing page for the digital blockchain trust named Shimon, who lives around Tel Aviv, Israel. And we have, he goes by his moniker, Crypto Kingpin, who's really responsible for helping me develop TrustCoin and getting ready to launch TrustCoin. And, I'm going to add another Solidity developer as well as a full stack web developer in the near future to complete the sewing together of the blockchain application and the beautiful user interface that Shimon developed. So I would say we're probably a month and a half to 3 months away from launch, the public launch of the digital blockchain trust.
Yeah.
Just because of what's left to be done in the project. But we've worked on it for months and months up to this point to get it to this point. It takes a lot of time, talent, money, and hard work, to bring one of these applications online, to bring it into the world and give birth to it, But after that incubation period, we'll give birth, we'll be out there, and it'll be online for the world to see and use. Can't wait for that day.
Oh yeah, and that's why I was kind of asking. I know it's something that's been in the works, so when it's released, I mean, it's going to be ready to go. And like I said, I think
it will not be a beta. It will not be a beta.
Right.
We will have a time period where, I have a history in the technology and computer industry, and we want to test that application before we bring it out. Although, if you look at the way applications are launched now, even Apple, okay, they're a great
everybody's
example.
the test. Yeah.
Yeah, you launch it, you get it to a point. It's good that is better than great. You get it to a point where it's functional and it works, and then I know that we'll find all kind of things in the future that we might want to change or tweak, and then we'll bring out different versions of it. The second we bring it out, I guarantee you we'll start working on a new version, right? And there'll be bug fixes all along, things like that. That's why you have your phone updated all the time. You have your apps updated. So, I mean, we'll get it to a point where we feel like it's good to go, and then we'll let the world tell us how to make it better.
Right. Absolutely. And so with that, you'll have the you'll have the trust coin, and then you're also going to have the actual digital blockchain trust program, which would be what, like a website? If I'm a user and I want to,
sure.
application.
Sure.
Awesome.
So you can go to the Twitter feed for the DBT and for TrustCoin, and you can see pictures of the user interface that's already complete. The entire mobile and desktop version is 100% complete. And also of the landing page, or what we would call the website. Most websites now that are advanced are literally one page, and you're just jumping down that page. And Shimon's just a pro. He's literally one of the world's best at this, and 3D graphics, things like that. So the website, for the digital blockchain trust is dbtcrypto.com. It's what the web address is. And when that goes live, the landing page will be there. And then, you'll click, it'll show you the plans. There's a free plan, one wallet, one beneficiary. It's free. So we want as many users as possible to be able to enjoy it. And the longer you link a beneficiary to your crypto or NFTs, you'll earn trust yield in the form of trust coin. So trust yield will multiply and get greater the longer you hold, the more months that you hold and years not that you hold your crypto, but that you associate your crypto and use the digital blockchain trust. Okay. The digital blockchain trust in no way prevents you from trading your crypto.
Right.
But
So
obviously, it's yours. It's your crypto. It doesn't lock up. We don't store your crypto in any way. We just link the beneficiary through the application, through the blockchain application. You link to the digital blockchain trust through using that app, and you add beneficiaries to your crypto, and then decide whether you want to distribute that cryptocurrency out lump sum, just like a life insurance policy or an IRA, retirement benefits, lump sum, or over a period of 1 to 20 years. If I want to give it to my spouse or my children, not all at one time, but over a period of years, to make sure they have a steady stream of income coming in over 20 years time, 10 years time. I mean, I might not want to curse a child that's a younger child, maybe 18 years old, with a lot of money. So, I mean, that can be a blessing and a curse.
Yeah, no, I understand.
So we want to give that out to them over time to help them with life, and so they gain age, experience, wisdom, education. So yeah, you would go to that landing page and select a plan, or just click to sign up and select a plan. And then once you create your account, it's you'll be walked through several steps to create an account, and then you would be in the user interface. And the user interface is when you're interacting with the digital blockchain trust. And the user interface, what it does is your selections you make literally write to the smart contract that's minted or mounted on the blockchain, and controls the variables there as to how it's set up, changing beneficiaries, adding wallets, changing the wallets that are associated, the cryptocurrency and the NFTs within that wallet, with beneficiaries and who those beneficiaries are, and how that money is going to be distributed, that cryptocurrency is going to be distributed. Now, an NFT is different. You can't, how can I distribute an NFT over 20 years, right? So NFT, you would have to distribute lump sum, just at one time. So that's the only option there. But, you brought up, like, I don't know what all the applications are for. I know what I envision right now, and that's kind of the nature of things. You create a tool or a service or an application, and there can be many other uses for it than you initially see. You brought up a great point. Not only just any cryptocurrency, ERC20 token, even Bitcoin or Ethereum can be associated. It just converts, and we let you know that ahead of time, and you make that choice to a wrap Bitcoin or Ethereum. And then if you want to trade that out, you can convert it back if you pull it out, if you didn't unassociate it. But it's kind of like a stable coin of those wrap Bitcoin and Ethereum, except the stability part is it's, instead of it being linked to the US dollar or another form of fiat currency, it's
pegged to the Bitcoin.
It's pegged to the price of Bitcoin or Ethereum. That's right. So it's essentially the same thing, right? But you mentioned, hey, this would be great for other long-term assets out there in staking, like Hex in the Hex community, right?
There's some, and the Hex community talks a lot about game theory, and so there's already some game theories I've talked to a couple people about. You could basically, there's a new product out, and I won't get too deep into it, but like you got Hex, there's a new product called Hedron that lets you basically turn your, so if you, let's say you do a 15-year stake, so you're earning Hex for 15 years, but you can't cash it out for 15 years or you get penalized.
Yeah,
So somebody else came
along.
Yeah. So somebody else came along and created Hedron, which lets you wrap your 15-year stake and turn it into an NFT. Now you can trade it on the market. So instead of emergency unstaking, I could sell it to you, you know, if I needed money, or you could borrow against it. Well, now my thought is you could actually do three things now. You could buy Hex, turn it into, or buy Hex through Hedron, turn it into a Hedron NFT, take that NFT, put it on the digital blockchain website. So basically for 15 years, you would be earning TrustCoin, Hedron, and Hex. Plus, if something happens to you, your beneficiary gets all of that.
Yeah, there might be other long-term staking options, longer than 15, right? And if you think about it, your retirement plan, I mean, your IRAs, the deal with the devil on the IRAs, it's a double-edged sword. You get to earn money pre-tax, right, without paying cap gains. But then you still have to pay income tax when you pull it out, and you can't touch it without a 10% penalty before 59 and a half. And then at 72, you have to start taking required minimum distributions, RMDs. So, I mean, if you're thinking about it, what you're really doing with an IRA is you're really staking pre-tax retirement funds for decades upon decades upon decades. So I could see comparable crypto staking products that stake for longer than 15. And the one of the good things about an IRA is, I mean, you know, you can have beneficiaries. I can have my wife as my primary, my children as my secondary beneficiaries. The digital blockchain trust would allow you to do the same thing with a wrap stake.
Yeah.
Like you're talking about with a wrap stake. The same thing. And what that wrap is it's really a smart contract. And smart contracts are essentially NFTs, non-fungible tokens that can be moved around. That if I own it, I can give it to you. I can sell it, right? We can get our phones out and I can give it to you right there. Or if I have a hardware wallet, you know, you have to go through a little more, but that's how it works. So yes, I mean, I love that thought, Tracy, that you could add beneficiaries to those longer term high interest yield stakes. And there'll be more and more things. Go ahead, sorry.
No, you're fine. I just had a thought when you was talking earlier about the digital blockchain trust. So now, like, let's say I've got 10 Ethereum and I want to put it on the trust, you know, to give to my daughter if something happens to me. See, with this, I don't have to share my seed phrase anywhere, correct? Like, because like right now, be honest with you, like no one knows my seed phrase.
You should never share your seed phrase with anyone. Okay.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. My wife doesn't know my seed phrase.
I gotcha. So no, you do not share your seed phrase. Okay. You never share your seed phrase with the digital blockchain trust ever. Okay. And the only time that your crypto can be transferred is after it undergoes a verification process to verify your beneficiaries, similar to the way an insurance company would verify your beneficiaries through a claims process.
Okay.
So that claims process is built in. We've already built in that claims process and really modeled it after that beneficiary process, like that would happen at an insurance company or an IRA financial services company, where we want to make sure that this is happening with the right people, and there's a death certificate verification process. And if you go look at the white paper that we've written out and look at the Discord or the Telegram or the Twitter page at DBT TrustCoin or DBT or DigiB Trust, that's the Twitter for the digital blockchain trust. You'll see the exact process before it gets to a beneficiary that it goes through.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So somewhere
And
somebody can see
I
that.
want to get into so much more. I want to get into DBT partners, because that's a back end that we built for the digital blockchain trust, where you can white label as a financial planner, a bank. I mean, we will present this option for free to those guys up front. We just, the digital blockchain company, trust company, just collects any fees on the back end and kind of any monthlies, and administration of trust for digital blockchain trust partners as well, that manage their own clientele, and they can brand it to themselves. But TrustCoin is a cool coin, and I want to get into the details of it too, because the way it works is cool, number one, just by itself, but its relationship to the digital blockchain trust as a rewards coin makes it unique. So I want to do that, Tracy, but I'm happily married, and I've got a wife who's waiting for me in a sushi restaurant. Okay, so
I
I've got to run
appreciate you
in
being
there
able to.
and
Yeah,
grab dinner with her. Let's jump on, if you've got time, at another time here pretty soon. I'd like to start doing one of these once a week. Let's start doing a crypto talk. We can discuss the industry. We can discuss blockchain technologies, because imagine this. Here's where I want to be. My home is an NFT. My deed is a smart contract. And I simply add a beneficiary to my home, so that if I pass, it goes automatically to my kids. And hopefully, depending on your jurisdiction, could be lien free. Great way to avoid liens and other things. So I know in North Carolina, the only place in North Carolina, for example, and I'm the only place that you can collect, that a debtor can a creditor can collect from a debtor if they die, is in the probate estate. When you open up, we're not what's called an expanded recovery state. So if the assets that pass through the will or estate administration process, after you publish in the paper a notice to creditors, there's a 90-day window that stays open for creditor claims to come in. If I were passing my home, other than through that will, but I passed it on the blockchain automatically to my 6 children, okay, then it passes lien free. So it's a great way to avoid liens using trust, traditional trust, or deed planning, okay, which I help people with all the time. But the digital blockchain trust would essentially serve the same function. It would add beneficiaries to the house if homes could be NFTs, and they can be, and there's already a push to go that way.
I think at some point they will be. Yes.
Oh, it's going to be. I would love to help lead that effort. The digital blockchain trust is just the first digital blockchain application of many, I believe, and I would like to help create those. Right? That's why I love I love technology, Tracy, if you know me, but not just for technology's sake. I love it when it actually serves an actual purpose, and that's what I see the blockchain is doing. As in blockchain 2.0 is really connecting the cryptocurrency with real world applications to solve real world problems. And that's what the digital blockchain trust does. And that's how TrustCoin is associated with the digital blockchain trust. So
yeah, I think there's some exciting times ahead. That's why as soon as I heard the idea of what you were doing, that's why I was like, I want to reach out to Greg, see where I can help, because this is something really cool. But yeah, I'm glad we was able to get together tonight. Don't leave your wife waiting, so I'll let you go here. If anybody wants to find out more, I know you got a Twitter page, we got Telegram, Discord.
Yeah, check us out on Twitter.
I'll throw a Reddit page up if somebody wants to find us there.
Yeah, I don't think we need somebody to manage the Reddit page. Right?
I know that's the thing. We get spread out too much, it might be hard to manage everything. But yeah,
right.
And Discord, I think, will be kind of the big area. People definitely will join the Discord, and the link for that's on Twitter, so it'll be easy to find.
Absolutely. I want to add the Telegram link on Twitter too.
Okay,
You sent
I'll
it to
send
me,
it to you.
didn't you? I
Yeah.
think you did send it to me. Here's the thing. I've split the Twitter accounts into 2 accounts for the Digital Blockchain Trust and DBT TrustCoin, right? For TrustCoin. But on the Discord and the Telegram, I think we keep them consolidated together. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I'd like to do. We're going to put out all information about both the TrustCoin and the Digital Blockchain Trust through the same Discord and Telegram. And man, I'd love to just interact with folks. Let's get some AMAs scheduled. And I'll reach out to you, Tracy. I'll reach out to you. You know so much more about the Discord and Telegram community than I do. Okay.
I basically lived in them for the past year. And once I got into some early meme coins, I was just all in it. Yeah. No, I enjoy it. I mean,
that's my point. I mean, you can invest in any meme coin. You can invest in any shit coin you want
exactly.
to. That's not
time to
get
created. Real stuff.
That's right. I mean,
I made my money off the memes. Now I need to put it into the blockchain trust.
Right. Well, into TrustCoin, which is associated with that. I mean, really get serious about coins that have value and have a relation to real world applications. Okay. So,
and it's also in a future talk we can get into more tokenomics of it, because I really think it's got good tokenomics that if somebody just is into crypto and like wants to buy something they think's got real world value, I think it's a good
I want to talk about the tokenomics. Yeah, I'll have to do that in another section. We'll do that. Let's just have a tokenomics devoted and the function about the 10% ever expanding energy yield, where we're always replenishing the coin supply. We're putting a small amount into an account to manage and grow the coin and to keep the digital blockchain trust moving forward, right? And then also the largest percentage goes to reward the liquidity pool holders, okay, and investors, right? So it's split. If you look at the white paper, the tokenomics on the site, it'll show you that. On our Twitter feed, we post all that. And I want to just really stress that, I mean, I'm the face of the Digital Blockchain Trust and of TrustCoin. And I love building companies and I love running them. And I love, I feel a real devotion to clients and investors, right? So we want to build something valuable, reputable, and long lasting. So, that's the only thing I'm interested in doing. So, and I know you are too. So.
Oh yeah, sounds good.
All right, man. All right. I want to eat some sushi. All right. I'll see you on the next.
Good evening. All right, we'll talk soon.
If you download it and send it to me or send me a link,
yeah,
we'll figure it out.
Absolutely.
All right. Thanks, man.